Today at Comic-Con San Diego, we got some spoilers for the Doctor Who Universes Beyond Commander set. There will be 4 decks in total, and some collector boosters to go with it, and we will get more spoilers next week. Today we got the 10th Doctor and the Tardis itself. Each Doctor will have a partner who can pair with any Doctor and also go in the command zone. So this precon is actually blue, red, and white, although we don't have that other legendary creature yet. Also, the showcase version is only going to be in collector boosters. Alright, enough rambling. What does the 10th Doctor actually do? 3 blue red for a legendary creature, Time Lord Doctor. 3/5. Whenever you attack, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. And then you can pay 7 generic mana, time travel 3 times, only activate as though it's a sorcery. Time travel is for each suspended card you own and each permanent you control with a time counter on it, you may add or remove a time counter, then do it 2 more times. So the first effect is actually pretty powerful. It doesn't require the Doctor to attack himself. So you can cast your commander and then immediately attack with some other random creature to just flip into the top non-land card and suspend it. If your deck is full of bombs like Omniscience or Kozilek or whatever, then this is actually really powerful. Being able to just get those for 0 mana after a couple of turns is huge, although it will put a giant target on your back. The second effect is to speed up that clock and get all those cards out. But there's a few other shenanigans you can do. There are vanishing cards that you can put more time counters on so they stick around longer, or with cards like Chronozoa or Lost Oromancers, you can remove the time counters so that their abilities then trigger. Now, I can't speak to whether or not this is a lore accurate card because I'm not super familiar with Doctor Who, to be honest. I've seen a few episodes here and there. I never really got into it though. Not that I dislike Doctor Who or anything. It's just I'm unfamiliar with this. So if somebody could explain to me what timey-wimey means in the comments, that would be great. Thank you. The next card that got spoiled was the Tardis. 2 generic for a 2/4 vehicle with flying, and whenever it attacks, if you control a Time Lord, the next spell you cast this turn has Cascade, and you may Planeswalk. Crew 2. So this card's actually pretty powerful, given that your next spell Cascade is rather strong, and it works with any Time Lord, which will be all of the new commanders, but also cards like Morophon, since it's every creature type. The Planeswalking part is another aspect of this set. If you've never played Plane Chase before, it's where you travel to different planes and they have different effects. It's an alternate rule set for Commander that is actually pretty fun. If you've never played Plane Chase before, there are new planes coming out in the set and you can give it a try, especially if plain old Commander Knight is getting a little stale. Exterminate, ! Is 2 and a black for a sorcery with Replicate. Tap an untapped Dalek you control. Destroy target creature, its controller loses 3 life. Now, depending on how easy it is to get Daleks in play, this card can be pretty powerful, because you can pay the replicate cost multiple times. You tap 3 Daleks, you're going to get 3 copies of this. And it's a decently powerful removal spell if it wasn't sorcery speed. It'd probably be too good as an instant if Daleks were easy to put into play, but I actually like this as Dalek synergy, and your changeling decks can make good use of this. Another card is the Parting of the Ways, which is a saga, and we've been told that sagas are going to be a theme in this set. 4 red for a 3-chapter saga. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. For each non-land card exiled this way, put a number of time counters on it equal to that card's mana value. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Then for the second one, time travel, which lets you move around time counters. And for the last chapter, for each opponent destroy up to 1 target artifact that player controls. This card is very I think. It's super hit or miss depending on the top 5 cards. And the last mode is pretty slow and very I don't think it's a great card, but it kind of fits the suspend theme. So those are the spoilers that came out today. But what do you think? We're going to be seeing more next week, and there's going to be a ton more to come later. Personally, I actually don't like the showcase frames this time around. I don't know, something about the border just looks off to me. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Universes Beyond in general. I actually think it's not great for the longevity of the game as a whole if Magic doesn't work on its own IP. When people think expensive Magic card, instead of Black Lotus, people are thinking about the One Ring, which isn't even from this game. And I think having so many of these different alternative IP cards actually does muddle the game. I mean, at this point, we have Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, D&D, and 40k, and The Walking Dead, and Street Fighter. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? I want people to think of Jace when they think of Magic, not the 10th Doctor. But let me know what you think about Universes Beyond as a whole in the comments below as well. Thank you so very much for watching. Subscribe for more.